Okay, so I received this email last night, but I couldn't make a video about it because it was already late. But yeah, as you can see, I have received 137.44 USDT to my Bybit account. And if I head over to Bybit, you can see this is the deposit details. I've gotten part of my AdSense earnings in crypto. Okay, so if you have a domiciliary account and your AdSense earnings get sent into your domiciliary account, to convert your earnings to Naira, you're either going to be selling it to someone, or if you use a bank like Access Bank, then you're going to be selling the funds to the bank using the app. Now, both of these methods have their problem. Like for the bank one, if you want to sell your funds to the bank, they are going to buy your funds at the bank rate, which is very low compared to the market rate. As for the second method, it's finding somebody to trust. If you can't find someone to trust, you are not going to be able to sell freely, like with peace of mind. It's either you are scared that the person will run away with your money, or even if they don't run away with your money, then they might sell it or buy it at a not so favorable rate. Like it will not be up to the market rate, but it will not be too far from the bank rate. For example, maybe the market rate will be 1,500. Just an example. If you want to sell to them, they may buy it at maybe 1,470 or 1,460, around that range. And maybe the bank rate would be around 1,420. So those are the two major problems you face if you are trying to convert your dollar earnings from your domiciliary account to Naira. So with that said, I was very excited when this platform reached out to me and to let me know that they could make me or help me withdraw my AdSense earnings in crypto. And for those of you who know how crypto works, if you can just have your money in crypto, then you can just sell it via P2P, and you have a lot of people that will be interested in buying if you know how to use crypto anyways. So the name of the platform is called MilX. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I tried to do some research about them, but it seems like they are still new because I could not get a lot of information out there, just a few videos and a few Reddit posts. I decided to link some of my YouTube channels to the platform to understand how it works. Plus, they also promised to give me 25 USDT for connecting my channels. So anyways, so I registered, and the process of connecting your channels is not hard. Someone reached out to me and she asked me if I was ready to start the process. I said yes. All I had to do was just accept some few things in YouTube Studio page, and that was it. So after connecting my channels, I started to know more about the platform. And the first thing I want to emphasize, in case you are planning to register, the money you make before registering, like before connecting your channels to the platform, the money you make before that will be sent to AdSense. But the money you make after you have connected your channel will be sent to the platform. It's hard for me to say MilX because, so I'm just going to keep saying the platform. But whenever I say the platform, just know that I'm referring to MilX. So keep that in mind. It confused me at the beginning, but after using the platform for a while, I understood how it works. Anything you make before connecting goes to AdSense. Everything you make after connecting goes to MilX. Alright, so on the platform, you'll get three categories of funds: the advanced funds, the active funds, and finally, the approved funds. I'm going to explain them to the best of my knowledge and understanding. So for the advanced funds, on your YouTube channel, if it's monetized, every day, as long as you're getting views, you should be earning some money. So maybe today you earn, let's say, $2, the next day you make $5, something happens, you make $100 the next day. Well, all of that is being reflected on the account, like on your MilX account on the platform. So they're going to see all the money you're making, and you don't have to wait until the 21st to withdraw. So let's say yesterday you made $20. Well, the next day, I think you can withdraw that $20. So that is the advanced funds. They see how well your channel is performing, all the money you have been making, and then you can withdraw each amount that you make each day. So advanced funds explained. Now for the active funds, this one personally I was not really interested in it, so I don't have a lot of understanding about it, but here is what I know so far. So for the active funds, they promise to give you up to 4 months of your YouTube earnings, like 4 months into the future. So they're going to look at your channel to see how well it is performing, and if they see that okay, you're doing good, then they'll say okay, this is the money that we think your channel will make in the next 4 months. So if you want it, you can take it now. It's like a loan. But for me, I am not interested in loans. I don't like borrowing money. So when I saw that, I was like, nope, I'm not interested in this. I even asked them if it was possible for them to disable it for me. But I think if you are going to be using this fun stuff, please reach out to customer service so that they will explain it better. I can't explain it to you. reach out to them, because I think there's 6% charge on next your next earnings for that. Like I said, I don't know much about it, so please reach out to them if you're going to be using it. Also, for me, it turned out that I could not get up to 4 months of my earnings. They were willing to give me 2 months. I just decided to check it. It's not like I was planning to use it. So yeah, it may not always be 4 months. Okay, so finally it's the approved funds, and this is the one I will recommend that you won't focus on. So for this one, at the end of the month, AdSense will gather all the money you have made and send it to them, like the platform MilX. When they see it, then they'll put it in your approved funds section. So this one, what you see is what you get. The other ones, the other two that I mentioned, they are like estimates. But for this one is like, yes, this is the money you currently have. No interest rates. That was what I was thinking about. No interest rates, nothing. This is your money here. This is the money you have made on YouTube. So while I still had my channels connected to the platform, there were so many other things that I wanted to know about. And the next thing was the fees. So I reached out to customer service and they let me know the fees. For me, I was interested in crypto, like withdrawing my funds using crypto. And for that, it's 2.5% plus blockchain fees. After hearing about that, that was when I started to question if I really wanted to go ahead with the platform. Mind you, all of this did not happen in a day. I had already connected my channels for a few days, and at that point, I had around like over $120 made on YouTube. So that means that all the money will be sent to MilX, not AdSense. So let's say, for example, you make around $500 per month on YouTube. This means that part of your fee will be $12.50. The other fee is going to be the blockchain fee. I'll get to that later. But here in Nigeria, if you have a domiciliary account and you want to transfer around $500 to another domiciliary account, the fee is 0.5%, which is $2.50. Now, obviously, $12.50 is higher than $2.50. So that was the main reason why I decided to disconnect. So I reached out to customer service and we had to discuss because they wanted to know why I wanted to disconnect. And I told them about the fees. So, well, if you wanted to disconnect from them, you could do it without even informing them. You can just do it via YouTube Studio, but you have to wait for 30 days for the platform that you're connected to approve the disconnection. I didn't want to wait for 30 days, so I contacted them. They were the ones that haven't told me to go to YouTube Studio to disconnect first. So after I disconnected, I reached out to them again to tell them that I didn't want to wait for 30 days. So if they could make it earlier, then they should. So they did it and I was able to disconnect without issues. My throat is dry. What you should know is that even though you disconnect from them, the money that you made throughout when your channel was connected will still go to them. And you know that with YouTube or AdSense, they pay on the 21st. That is when they start to pay. Sometimes it gets to the 22nd or 23rd, but they start paying on the 21st. But according to MilX, the platform, they said that they get the money on the 30th. So I decided to wait with my channels disconnected. I waited for the 30th to come, and lo and behold, I received an email letting me know that the funds had been sent. But funny enough, when I tried to open the app to see the funds in the app refused to open. I waited for minutes and nothing happened. I knew I could use the website, but apps are easier. So what I decided to do was just reset the app and logged in again, and I had AdSense to the funds. So after gaining access to the app again, I decided it was time to withdraw my funds. And as you know, I wanted to withdraw my funds via crypto. So for those of you who use crypto, which I think should be everybody at this point, if you're online, you should know about crypto and how to use it. But anyways, you know that each crypto token has its network type. So on the platform, like on MilX, for USDT, if you want to withdraw USDT, there are three options or three networks. The Ethereum network, the Binance Smart Chain network, and the Tron network. All of them have their own blockchain fee. So I decided to try them all. For Ethereum, you should be paying 6 USDT. Binance gave me an error, I don't know why, and Tron was 4 USDT. I tried this when I had just 25 USDT. You remember that 25 USDT they promised me when I connected my channel? I should have mentioned it earlier. They actually gave it to me. So I tested the withdrawal method, and for Tron, it was 4 USDT. And when I got my AdSense or YouTube earnings, it was still 4 USDT. So it seems like the network fee or the blockchain fee is fixed. Now, when you want to withdraw, you get this instant payment option. It also comes with some fees. When I tried it with 25 USDT, it was $1. And when I tried it with 145 USDT or $125, it was $1.5, the fee. So I think that's a 1% fee, with the minimum being $1, because 1% of 25 is less than $1. So yeah, I think if you want to use that instant payment option, you need to pay the lowest $1. If you decide to use that instant payment option, you will get your funds within 5 minutes, according to the app. But I was not interested in that. I was trying to minimize the cost, so I deactivated it. And I withdrew my amount. And I waited and waited and waited until 24 hours later. I got an email from Bybit letting me know that I had received 137.44 USDT. Remember, 25 USDT for connecting my channel, and on AdSense I made 120 USD after tax. So if you have your channels connected to MilX, don't think that they will not remove tax. Tax will also be removed. And that's all. All I have to do next is sell my crypto funds via P2P. Maybe I'll make a video about that. If you guys are interested, get this video up to 30 likes and I'll make a video on how to sell your crypto funds via P2P in Bybit. So would I recommend using MilX, the platform? Well, as long as you don't care about the fees, because for me, I really had a good experience on the platform. My questions were answered in a reasonable amount of time. I was able to easily connect and disconnect my channels. Honestly, if not for the fees, 100% I would use MilX. There was a time in the past when I was even wishing that AdSense would pay via crypto. But anyways, that's just me. But really, even if you want to connect your channels, there are some requirements that I didn't even talk about in this video. So maybe I'll just leave a screenshot if I can find the requirements. But with that said, hopefully you found this video helpful. If there are things that I didn't cover, please ask me in the comments. And if I have the answer, I'll definitely respond. And hopefully in the future, maybe a few things might change and maybe the fees will be lower. And if that happens, I'll definitely go back, because I like that crypto option that you should be able to withdraw via crypto. Okay, finally, just to clarify, I am not giving YouTube advice. This is just me talking about my experience being a content creator here in Nigeria. So yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.